Check the closet.
Yo, I made it!
Yeah, go look at the closet over there.
The closet?
Lauren.
Yeah.
The closet? Y'all about to... What are y'all doing? I can't get...
Hello everyone, and welcome back to your favorite show for all things gaming and rarely tech related, Gentoo. I'm John Taylor.
And I'm Austin Claypool. Let's get through the game releases this week.
Machines have risen. They believe it's their time to rule.
First up is Eurogun. Take control of a friendly but deadly mech unit. Face endless hordes of corrupted machines. Gear up and improvise your way out of trouble in this action-packed, futuristic top-down shooter. Levels are short, intense, and tightly measured challenges designed for you to experience a fast-paced and dynamic combat system. You can get your hands on Eurogun on April 12th on PC.
Also coming out this week is Cat Cafe Manager. Travel to the sleepy village of Caterwall Way and rebuild your grandmother's cat cafe. Renovate your restaurant, befriend the local cats and townsfolk, forge lasting friendships, unravel catty mysteries, and build a home for dozens of unique felines. Cat Cafe Manager will launch on PC and Nintendo Switch on April 14th.
That's what we have for this week. Make sure to subscribe and come back next week for some more gaming news.
Let's see what packs we have this week.
Welcome back to On the Leaderboard, a show where I put my speedrunning abilities to the test against some of the best in a video game. And continuing on with my reign of victoriousness, this week I am playing the game Hades. Hades is a game that has you control the character Zagreus, the son of Hades, attempting to escape the underworld and reach Mount Olympus, facing large amounts of enemies and bosses throughout your journey, but of course you are assisted in your escape with the gods of Olympus as they give you powerful boons of power. This roguelike dungeon crawler is one of my all-time favorite games, from the art style and graphics all the way to the excellent soundtrack this game has. I'm talking shreddin'. Darren Korb is a genius. But this isn't about how good this game is or how nice this game is, really. Even though this game is really freaking good, this is about how good I can speedrun, which, as from last week's episode we could tell, I am the best. So without further ado, let's see our category and rules so then we can meet my opponent. I will break you. Hades has a good selection of categories to choose from, but I decided to focus my speedrunning abilities on the fresh file category, basically meaning starting the game for the first time and beating it. And look who's first in this category. My opponent this week, Vorum, with a time of 1840. I think there's a solid chance that we might see a new world record today. Go! Because of the fresh file category, you must show the creation of the game save in the beginning of the run, and then you are off, taking your ultimate sword through each room, hacking and slashing your way through the enemies until you get to that first boss. The first floor is simple enough, with certain gods granting me powerful abilities. Vorum and I are pretty similar though, as we get to the first boss, Megara, one of the Fury sisters. She is a tough fight, but not tough for me or Vorum, and with an easy slash through the boss of the first floor, we are on our way with a little bit of health regeneration to the second floor. What's happening here? Where'd Raz Firestone go? Where did I go? I dropped out. Why did I drop out of the tourney? Can I get an update? Oh, that's tragic. Oh. Ladies and gentlemen, I have some terrible news to share with you, the watchers of On the Leaderboard. I am deeply saddened to report that my GPU has passed away. It has served me well and has done me well in my time of playing video games and editing videos, but it had to be sent to EVGA. Let us all hope that a replacement comes soon. Stay tuned next week, my return.
Hello everyone and welcome back to the Rundown, your weekly game show in which we cover a new game every week. I'm your host Garrett, and this week we have The Weird West, released in 2022. Welcome to the Weird West, a place full of people trying to get by, lawmen trying to keep order, and outlaws trying to take that away from them. On top of that, there are some creatures in there as well, from werewolves to witches and even cult members. Up first is the story for the Weird West. You are an unknown prisoner, taken in by a cult-like group. From there, your mind and conscience is split into 5 different and unique characters, in which you try to uncover their story as well as the prisoner's story. These characters in questions are a vengeful bounty hunter trying to take revenge on her husband being kidnapped, a disfigured pigman cursed by a witch, a native tribesman to the land, a werewolf, and finally a witch. All these characters have unique abilities as well as you traverse the Weird West. On top of the 5 main protagonists in the game, you also have a handful of side characters, from prospectors, farmers, lawmen, and even outlaws, all trying to make their way throughout the West. You can even help them out, and they'll help you out in return. Up next is the most important thing of every game, the gameplay. The Weird West has a unique and cool way for gameplay. It's kind of like a top-down shooter, using both your joysticks to move and aim. On top of that, you can use the mentioned special abilities that each character has. For instance, the bounty hunter can dive in slow motion and pick off enemies one by one. You can also sneak around and stealthily take down enemies and hide them from their friends. You also have a handful of weapons at your disposal, from your basic revolver, rifle, and shotguns. If you're feeling a bit more destructive, you can also use dynamite on your enemies. Keep in mind that this version of the West is a bit different, as you can even throw lightning in a bottle to zap your enemies in place. If you get bored of the main story, never fear. You can collect bounties for cash and help citizens around the West to build a positive or negative relationship. Finally, I want to highlight on the presentation of the game. It's a very unique and kind of cool art style. It reminds me of a comic book, and it's kind of told in a comic booky way. On top of that, it reminds me kind of a Dungeons and Dragons. Each area has the edge of the map, which you can literally walk to and see a map kind of fold and look like paper, which I think is kind of interesting. On top of that, the developer, Devolver Digital, has always had a cool attempt to the way the games look. For instance, earlier this year I played My Friend Pedro, the one with the talking banana, and they've always had an interesting way of art style, from of course My Friend Pedro to even Enter the Gungeon, which I played last semester here on KNWT. That does it here for the rundown. I'm your host, Garrett Bevans, and that was The Weird West. Stick in next week as I have a very special game coming up that I'm very excited to get started on. As always, I'm your host, Garrett Bevans. If you like what you see, like and subscribe, and check out our other shows here on KNWT. Have a good one.
This week on Nerd Central, we've got a cringeworthy animated adaptation of a fan-favorite comic, a new MCU record breaker, and a blue speedster that we're willing to figure out time travel for. You don't want to miss this time-breaking episode of Nerd Central.
Hey, Brandon, you're bringing that za for Gentoo, remember? No? What do you mean you're not bringing the pizza, Brandon? What? You said you were bringing that pizza, Brandon. What do you mean you're not bringing that damn pizza, Brandon?
What's going on, John?
He's not bringing the pizza for us.
Brandon's not bringing the pizza.
Brandon's not bringing the pizza.
Brandon.
Hello everybody, my name is Brandon and welcome back to Apex and Chill, where I play Apex Legends, chill, give you tips and tricks about the game, and updates on patches. In this week's episode, we'll be taking a look at the few things I think players shouldn't do in an Apex game. Since Apex Legends requires players to work together, it's important that you don't do these certain things to make your teammates hate you. Battle Royales mean that you and your teammates have to be on the same page all the time, or else your team will crumble. By not doing these things, you can elevate your game and not have to rage quit all the time. Number 1 would be to never land by yourself. I can't tell you how many times I've had to quit games or fight teams by myself because my teammates weren't there. When your squad leaves the dropship, make sure to mark where you want to go so your teammates can land near or with you. Number 2 is to not rush into fights. Being a fragger or the first to the fight is okay, but not when you're dying and not knocking anyone. Players don't hate anything more than a teammate that is too trigger happy for no reason. Stay calm and stick with your teammates. A 3v3 is better than a 1v3. Number 3 is when you're knocked and waiting for your teammates to revive you, do not spam mark where your enemy is or where you are. It's super distracting to your teammates who are probably trying their hardest to win the fight. It messes with their focus and could probably cost you the game. Number 4, do not pick random characters that don't benefit each other. Like I said earlier, in Battle Royale games you have to communicate with your teammates, which also means using legends that will cater to one another. There would not be any point in using Gibraltar, Mirage, and Valkyrie together because they don't have anything to build off of each other. A good example would be Wraith, Ashe, and Pathfinder because they all have good ways of escaping the enemy quickly. Number 5, never stay quiet. You should always communicate with your teammates even if you don't have a mic. Apex Legends has always been praised for its pinging system, letting you tell your teammates what ammo, armor, or attachments are available along with where you want to go or if enemies are near. Don't be the person that tries to be the leader of the group but never talk. Overall, these are basically the pet peeves I have about the game. To be honest, I might just delete this game. I'm kidding, I love it, but these 5 things are probably why I rage quit on this game so much. Well, that's all I have for you this week. If you enjoyed what you watched here, subscribe to the KNWT YouTube channel for more amazing content by not only Gentoo, but plenty of other shows. I hope you all have a great week. Deuces!
Hey guys, this is Austin, and welcome back to Gamecubed, the show where I dive deep into my favorite childhood GameCube games. As always, I'm your host, Austin Claypool, and this week we'll be adventuring our way through Ed, Edd n Eddy, The Misadventures. This title is a 3D platformer that follows the main premise of the Cartoon Network show, you guessed it, Ed, Edd n Eddy. And if you're somehow unfamiliar with the show, man oh man, are you in for a treat. Ed, Edd n Eddy The Misadventures was first released back in September of 2005, right in the middle of the show's 11-year run. I'm sure just like the past few games I've covered, this game's graphics still look good, right? More on that later. This game definitely has some charm, especially when it comes to the 3 Eds. They're obviously the stars of the show, with each of them having a vastly contrasting character traits. However, the one thing they all share a love for is jawbreakers. Voice acting. One surprisingly good thing about this game was the voice actors they chose. I mean, if you close your eyes, it's practically the same as watching the show. This is because they got all the original voice actors to do this game. And like I said, this was basically in the middle of the show's overall television run. So voice actors for Cartoon Network were pretty busy in the early 2000s. Sound effects. Unfortunately, this is where the video will be taking a turn towards the negative stuff about this game, and there's a lot of it. One of the biggest annoyances while playing this title was the overused sound bites. For example, when you take damage or use one of the Ed's special abilities. I'm pretty sure they only recorded one sample to use because this sound gets repeated again and again and again. Graphics. Okay, let me first say this. I understand it takes a tremendous amount of work to create a video game, but this game looks like shit. Midway Games went for a more stylized, cel-shaded design, most likely to give the game a more cartoon feel, but this is where they went wrong. Let me show you an example. This kid and this kid are supposed to be the same person. Yeah. There is one saving grace of this game, however, and that is the cutscenes that are done in a style much more similar to the actual show. These give me so much nostalgia about the show and just my time as a child enjoying it. Anywho, that's all the time I've got for this week. Make sure to tune in next week for yet another episode of Gamecubed, and leave a comment down below. Who's your favorite Ed? Thanks for watching.
We are KNWT, an award-winning media outlet making new shows every week just for you. In our pursuit to bring you the highest quality content, we have been ranked among the top college television stations in the United States.
Our work has been recognized and awarded by the College Media Association Pinnacle Awards and the Missouri Broadcasters Education Association. To check out these winning episodes and more, you can find us on YouTube at KNWT Channel 8.
This is the channel that keeps you connected to Bearcat Sports. Features, highlights, interviews.
Which is also one of the best records in school history. I think it also puts a lot of pressure on us because every team is going to play us really hard.
Now back left side, Hudgens, deep three, left side, yes sir!
When these runners compete at the highest level in D2 sports, let's take it from the track to the field.
I'm Destiny Adams.
And I'm Brody Wallace. And you're watching Bearcat Update on KNWT Channel 8.
Welcome back to Delta. I'm Lauren Liberty, and this week we're gonna play some Phasmophobia. So, real quick, Phasmophobia is a ghost hunting game. You go into your location, you find your pieces of evidence, you mark down what type of ghost it is, and you get out. You want to kind of do it as fast as possible. The ghost gets angrier the longer you stay and mess around with different things. They also all have different personalities, so some are more active, some are more passive, some will only attack in certain situations, some get angered by specific things, etc, etc. Today I'm playing with two of my friends, Brad and Peyton, and we're gonna try and hunt some ghosts and not die, but you know, we'll see if that happens.
Bro, I'm taking the bone, taking the picture, camping in the van. That's what I'm doing.
You guys are the worst. Look at that dumpy!
Yo, get back!
No. Look at that dumpy. No, do it again. Hey, yo. Look at it. Your back,
you cannot put this in
your
a
back
video.
is broken.
Hello, Dumpy.
What
Dumpy
the?
goes.
Hey, yo.
Hey, yo, you're gonna work them up. You
I
gotta
want
start attacking.
I want that Phantom Dumpy.
Shut
Yo.
I'm calling it out. It's a Phantom.
Hey, turn on light. Get those lights off.
Turn the lights
Get
off.
those lights off.
Turn the lights off, dude.
Who turned the light on?
You.
I'm not in the house.
Oh,
what?
The ghost turned it on.
Ruh-roh.
Power of
Reach
God.
your hand in the lawnmower, Brad. Reach your hand in the lawnmower.
Yeah.
That's what it feels like. That's what it feels like right now. Yeah, I feel like.
Since you're recording, I can just fake it. Oh, I'm a manly man. I'm going in.
We're going in.
I'm going in.
I'm going in. I'm the manliest man.
No, sorry. I baited you.
You actually scared me.
And if people put down salt.
No!
Good luck, guys.
No.
Good luck, guys. Man. I can check. It'll tell me.
Why is it red? The light's red. What was that?
Wait, the lights turn red?
I don't know. The bedroom light turned red. What the frick was that?
Peyton's dead.
Is Peyton like haunting me? Is he able to spook me? He's actually scaring me. Are you dead, Peyton?
Yeah, I got fried. I got tore up.
Did you do the red light in there?
I don't know how to do that.
Peyton's
I'm like, no, I'm past. Okay, so you go up the
Oh, I
stairs.
see. I found. Yo,
Yeah,
what the
I'm
frick?
in the corner. I'm in the corner.
Okay, wait.
Jeez.
This is what my major is for. Wait, you gotta stay still. Hey.
Oh, are you?
That's a good photo. Wait, is it a mare?
It was an old girl.
Okay.
No mare. No money for Lord. No, Lord
No, I
closed
got
the
it.
door. That's the thing.
Yeah, I know. I realized
closed
that I
the
didn't
door.
enter it in.
Check the closet.
Yo, I made it.
Yeah, go look in the closet over there.
The closet?
Lauren.
Yeah.
The closet? Y'all about to... What are y'all doing? I can't...
What? She's actually dead. You killed her.
I hate you guys so much.
Yeah, they just wanted a hug, man. Come on.
So
I'm grabbing a crucifix because if it starts hunting, I'm throwing it at it.
Oh yeah, actually I'll grab one too. Screw Lauren, let her die. Wait,
There's no more, bro. We
I
already
already got one.
Whoa.
Let's go.
Hello? Are you here? Are you here?
Hello.
Oh, that's 5. That's 5.
Angie. He Angie.
That's a
EMF
5. Yep, that's 1.
Okay. EMF.
I barely get that.
I see your breath though. Oh, it's the
No,
server
it's
gamer.
me!
Oh my god, I got out at the perfect time. Let's go. Oh man.
I saw it start hunting. Did you turn on a light switch?
Yeah.
It's probably
I'm
probably
dead.
the
No
right.
way. No way am I not dead.
Oh, it stopped hunting. You're good.
I'm good? How?
Yeah, you survived.
Hello.
I'm literally just in the kitchen.
What's the
Actually, the gritty? Actually, wait.
Hey,
Wait, he's doing the gritty. He's doing the gritty.
Yeah, watch this first try.
Yeah, first try.
Oh.
Oh my gosh. I walked backwards to the door and it literally
got grabbed.
scared me.
I'm gonna check downstairs.
This
Where that
cock.
bone? Where that bone? I need that money.
I need
Brad.
the cock.
Come on, bro.
Hello, are you here?
Yeah, who touched the cock downstairs?
Hello. Are you
It
here?
was me. I threw the cock.
Where are you?
Ant killer. Where's my cock?
At the front of the door.
Yeah, at the front door. With the... What?
That was.
Stop it.
4K.
Actually,
You
you
gotta
can't
run
do
up
me. No, with my cock out.
Yep. That's going on Twitter. Luke.
Lukey.
Brown.
Lukey boy.
Brown?
Oh, Lukey.
Oh,
Lukey
nice.
poo.
Luke Brown.
Maybe he likes solo people.
Uh.
Let's leave Lauren in here.
Oh, hey. Man, that would hurt. That would hurt.
Hop in the washer. He's gonna hop in the washer.
Luke Brown.
I'll hop in with you, Lukey. Lukey
Hey
poo.
yo. Hey yo.
World star.
I'm lonely, okay? What else? You said I'm solo.
Down, bro.
I am.
Luke Brown. Yeah.
Yeah, Lukey.
Yeah, kill me. You want me? You want me?
Lukey, you want me? Luke. Lukey.
You want me? I've got it. Let's go. Let's go.
He didn't kill either of us.
It killed me.
Oh, you're dying? No! No!
I still saw Brad moving. He was like moving.
I know. You were like, let's go, and you were still like walking out the room. It's
Where's
fine.
Brad? Hey, Brad, what's up, buddy?
Hey, buddy.
Later.
Brad, get in the truck.
Yeah, come on, Brad.
Get in the truck, Brad. That's all the time we got for this week on Delta. Thanks for joining me, Peyton and Brad.
Yeah, let's go.
Yeah, let's go. Brad is playing basketball with some spray paint. But anyways, so yeah. Hope you enjoyed us playing Phasmophobia. I'll see you guys next week. Peace.
I got really hot really quickly.
No, you're really close to me. You come up, you're like.
I don't think I could do that.
Oh my god, that'd be so funny though. SpongeBob turned into a clown, and no girl ever wants to dance with a fool and ripped his pants.